Right, Project Pit Bike update. After much faffing about with the electrics because I couldn't get a spark, thinking I'd wired it up wrong, it actually turned out after metering this stator, brand new stator, unfortunately it was a cheap Chinese one, and you can see, I don't know if you can see, oh you can't see, but anyway this is broken. So it wasn't getting, you can just see, just in there, it wasn't getting the spark. It was just open circuit on the coil. A bit annoying, but after a bit of tracking down with a multimeter, good old multimeter, I'd be lost without it, excuse the mess. I've replaced the stator. I've also replaced the flywheel, simply because, as you can tell, the old one was a bit rotten and whatever. So I thought, well, I might as well replace that as well. So it's new flywheel, new stator, obviously a new sensor. Redid some of that wiring. I've still got the original CDI, but I have got a replacement if needed. It's a new coil up there. So yeah, I've just fitted the fuel pipe on there, although again I have got some new if that does leak. It is a bit old, but it might be alright. So you now come with me as I'm about to check. Oh, you can also see I've fitted, or temporarily, just loosely fitted, a new exhaust. The bracket to mount it on there, unfortunately, seems to fall right where this is, and this in turn pushes up against that body panel. So I'm going to have to, when the weather's good enough for me just to nip this outside, just cut that off with a grinder. Bit of primer just over that to stop it rusting, and I can mount the exhaust and tighten it up that end. But now it's time to see, let me just wedge the spark plug in there under the exhaust, turn a bit of light off, put the ignition on, and do we get, oh, let's turn, hang on, let me, and we have spark. Fantastic. Right, so stage number 2, cut this bracket off. Right, there you go, bracket's off, painted, out of focus. You gonna focus? There we go. I've just left that little bit there just to possibly help stop the bracket sliding off. But other than that, as soon as that's dry, it's ready to go back on the bike. Right, with the exhaust basically ready to go back on, just a case of cable tying all the wires to the frame neatly out of the way, and then we can chop off the tails, leaving just enough hanging out to cause major bleeding every time I go anywhere near them. There we go. So, exhaust back on, bolt the bracket up, lubricate the chain, set the tension, covers back on, side cover on, and it's ready to start sticking the fluids in and get going. Exciting! So there we have it. The cover's back on, side panel's back on, fuel, covers, all the electrics are redone. Literally all that's left to do now, go over here so you can get a good view of it. Sorry, the lighting is atrocious, but hey ho. Literally all you've got now is fluids, so I just need to get some oil to put in there. I've got some fuel in the car. Air filter needs to go on. I've just got to get one of those. The one I've got down there is the wrong size. And other than that, just get it outside, give it all the metalwork a final polish, because there's still a bit of mud, ingrained mud on bits of it. Or I've still got to put the little white bit of plastic on the front there that you put your number on. And we're basically good to go. The one thing it is currently missing is there's no rear brakes. But I've got the shoes on order, so as soon as they turn up I'll fit those. But we have spark and everything's basically ready to go. So next step, stick some oil and fuel in it, take it for a spin, and if you're lucky you might even get to watch me ride it, or more likely fall off it. So if that's what you want to see, my imminent death, please like and subscribe and keep watching for more. Right, slight problem. The stand I've put on is too long, so it won't stand on that. So at the moment I've propped it up on an ammunition case and a couple of socket sets. But there's now oil in it. Let's put some petrol in it and see if it starts. Some managed to make it inside. Right. On. Fuel. On. got all gears. So just the throttle isn't working, and as suspected I do need to change that fuel line. But I'm going to call that a success. So yeah, just that fuel line there is leaking. But I thought that would happen. So yeah, they need to find the old leg or cut that leg down, because that's way too long. And look at getting the throttle working. And we're good to go. Fantastic.